So word on Doris, who moved to 7 today to accommodate Jack Conan at 8. Where are you even calling this a problem? It's a high-class problem, but accommodating all these brilliant players. You saw there in the stats, for instance, he had 11 carries for 49 metres. If he was at 8, would he automatically have more carries, more metres, more involvements? Like, to what extent are you losing something from one of the best 8s in the world to bring in Conan, who's also a very good player? Again, high-class problem here, but it is a something to sort out nonetheless.
Yeah, and that's why, you always speak so much about coaches having to get the balance of the back row. Yeah. And these are some of the conversations that they will have. Now, okay, yeah, Doris probably didn't get as many carries today as he normally would at 8, but he still was very effective at 7. And Conan had an excellent game at 8. So you have to sort of marry the two of them together. Okay, maybe Caelan didn't get on the ball as much as we would like, but it allowed Jack Conan have 80 minutes of getting on the ball and stamping his authority on the game.
And is that a price worth paying?
It's such a luxury, isn't it? Like, we've got 5 or 6 back rowers there who could be named in the test team every single week. And depending on the opposition and what you want to do at line-out time, and do you need the extra bulk at the scrum, it's a good problem to have, but there's a lot of guys pushing hard for that back row position there.
And perhaps it's a day you could get away with that. Like, to me, this is a really harsh thing to say, because all these players, like Robbie said, are quality players. That's not, today's back row is not a greatly balanced back row. It's excellent players, but they're too similar. And a back row, like a centre combination, they all should complement each other. That's where Josh comes in as a genuine open side. Now, against Italy, it's not going to make a difference. Sure. But against other sides, when you come to England, with Underhill playing a genuine open side flankers game, can you get away with that? And now you're on the question, what's the best for the team? Yeah. Let's forget Jack. Let's forget Caelan. Let's forget the individual. The coach's his loyalty is to the jersey, not to the person in the jersey. He has to pick the best players to get the maximum performance. Now, I thought Andy did the right thing with his selection today, 100%. And look at the result, that backs it up. That mightn't be the case when you come to play England or Wales in the games.
Do you think it's O'Mahony and Doris at 8 and Van der Fleer still?
In the long term, for me, it's Josh at 7. Yeah. Caelan, Doris at 8. I think Peter will stay there at the big games in the Six Nations. In the long term, when Peter goes, but whenever that is, that's when you come up and say, can Jack play short side, or is it Ryan Baird? Baird played very well again.
He did. That selection tonight was a coach saying, I need to give Jack a game. Yep. Sure. I need to give Ryan Baird a game, and I want Caelan to have a run out at captain too. So is it our best back row? I don't think so.
No,
and one more thing, it's also what happens if Van der Fleer gets injured. Who goes in that? And I think it is Doris. I think that would be the makeup of the back row, would probably be Peter if he's fit at 6 for the Six Nations. But I don't feel it's as badly a balanced back row as maybe Matt does. I think that was a very capable back row that we saw today. Is it Ireland's best back row? It's probably not, because we've got Van der Fleer in the substitutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. It's not a disaster. I didn't mean that, but in an ideal world, I thought it was available.
No, we take the point.